Hi, I'm going to be talking to you about anaerobic digestion from a small-scale farm setting. So this system in particular is located at Blooming Gardens Farm, which is in Huntington, PA, about 20 to 30 minutes away from State College. It's owned by Ron and Kepi Arnoldson, who are friends of mine, and their parent company is Green Thumb Services. They do a lot of work for Penn State doing the interior landscaping. And so their system is a solar and methane heated biodigester for processing farm nutrients, mainly pig manure and other organic debris from their farm operations. So they have a holistic or a sustainable practice that uses biogas created to fuel a greenhouse with hydroponic crops. It saves farmers money by using renewable practices of using animal and crop waste to better their food production. So from class, you should remember we covered a small section on anaerobic digestion. And basically this is a process that converts complex organic material to biogas using anaerobic bacteria, primarily acetogens and methanogens. And the product is essentially 60% methane and 40% carbon dioxide. So you can see in this diagram here. So their system in particular uses, like I said, pig manure and pig urine, and this needs to be easily directed into the digester intake. And it also must be easily accessible to access the compost that's created as a product. Also, the digestate needs to be primarily pathogen-free or safe to use as compost on the farm. So you can see in their design, which was designed with the help of Penn State students up here in the corner. It utilizes moving chambers filled with organic material, primarily pig manure. And so the benefit of this is that each airtight chamber can be kept at an optimal temperature for that stage of anaerobic activity, and also has applications in research. So the compost or digestate used or created is useful as a product on farm operations. Also, the nutrient-rich liquids that are created as a product can be utilized in plant production in the hydroponics that are in the same building as the digester, provided that issues of pathogens, pH, and ammonium and salt content are addressed. And so it's really all about a cycling of nutrients, as you can see in this diagram right here. So ultimately the biogas needs to be stored for use in heating systems, but issues of ammonium and hydrogen sulfide gas levels and odors and proper ventilation need to be addressed. Now ideally these could be recycled. Luckily for their system, they use a scrubber system that removes the carbon dioxide after the methane is produced, after the biogas is produced. So overall, the utilization of this biogas as a fuel source is complicated by impurities, storage, and volume pressure, as the furnaces that burn the biogas have a minimum requirement for these parameters. And any gas heater used to burn the biogas must remove impurities, because the heaters would have a very short lifespan if these impurities were not removed. So you can see in this systems design here, which basically incorporates all the elements that I've talked about, we have the anaerobic digester and the moving chambers that I talked about, where the biogas is created and stored and scrubbed along the way in the H2S scrubber. And so the process is aided by hot water. And so the heat is removed from the hot water, and cold water and the digestate and the effluent are removed. The cold water comes out, it's pumped into a hot water heater that's heated with the methane that we've created. And then the hot water, which is also aided by a solar collector, when in the cold, really cold winter months when there's when it's just too cold for the hot water to be enough, the solar collector helps aid the process and continue this. So it's important that this be a sustainable process. And so we need to burn the methane gas instead of just releasing it into the environment. We can also use the carbon dioxide to help aid plant production in the greenhouse, and effluent leakage also must be addressed. So overall, the Arnoldsons have diverted organic waste, utilizing and benefiting in many ways from material that they otherwise would not have. They use gas to heat the water and use byproducts such as compost and nutrient-rich fluids for hydroponics and for other uses on the farm. And they've also provided numerous educational opportunities through this product as well.